To celebrate 50 years. 50 years is a long time that goes by quickly. And I was just wondering, how many of you remember what you were doing 50 years ago? I know some of you weren't even born 50 years ago. But 50 years ago, I was just about growing up. And now, 50 years later, I'm just about growing old. And it's gone by really quickly. And I was thinking about some other things that happened 50 years ago. For example, the Rubik's Cube was invented and released 50 years ago. And so was Wellesley Mennonite Church. And 50 years ago, a guy named Bill Gates and Paul Allen started a little company called Microsoft. And it's done pretty well since. And so has Wellesley Mennonite Church. 50 years ago, the Vietnam War ended. We're thankful for that. 50 years ago, in 1975, the movie Jaws was released. 50 years ago, John Denver released his hit single, "Thank God I'm a Country Boy." And 50 years ago, Darryl Sittler was named captain of the Toronto Maple Leafs. And it's been a long 50 years since then, and it still goes on. So anyhow, we're glad that you're here to celebrate with us. We have some former pastors, church leaders with us tonight, former church members, current church members, and folks from the community. Thank you so much for coming to celebrate with us. We also have with us tonight a celebrity from our town, Mayor Joe Nowak. I want to invite Mayor Nowak to come and give us some greetings from the township. I did a little research, Joe, on LinkedIn, because I wanted to learn a bit more about you. And I found someone endorsed you on LinkedIn, and they said, Joe appears to be upright and a very positive gentleman. And then this person went on to say, I have heard he is very nice. So, Joe, I think we know that to be true. Oh, your wife put that in. Well, that's probably even better, because I don't know if my wife would do that. But please come and bring me.
On that side.
Should I sit on the other side?
Yeah.
Even it out?
Yeah. Well, whatever you want.
Yeah, and I'll just come back to my line. There.
Well, good evening, and thank you for offering me an opportunity to share a few thoughts on the 50th anniversary of the Wellesley Mennonite Church. Achieving this milestone is really a testament to the valuable contributions this congregation has made to our community. Among the many, I was particularly pleased to read about your commitment to our youth, our most precious asset. Whether rejoicing in new life or mourning the loss of another, you continue to bring comfort and hope to those in need, joy and happiness to all, and a sense of community that brings us all together. You gather in both joy and sorrow, all a part of life's path. Today is more than a date on the calendar. It is a time to reflect and appreciate on the values you have instilled in this community. I don't know the history of how this all came about 50 years ago, but I think it would be safe to say that the founders would be very pleased to see that their vision has been fulfilled. So thank you very much. I do have something for you as well. A certificate of recognition from the township.
Thank you very much, Joe. Please stay calm. Thank you, Mayor Nowak. Yes, can confirm that you are a true and upright person, someone who works tirelessly to make Wellesley a better place for everyone to live. And in that, we share the same goal as our congregation, trying to make life better for all of humanity. So 50 years ago, Wellesley Mennonite Church began with a group of people who had a vision to create a faith community, another faith community here in the village of Wellesley. And that group of people began meeting over on Henry Street in the old Fellowship Hall, which is now the Inspiring Minds Daycare Center. And from there, they moved to this location, built on to the building, and we continue to serve the community as best we can here. And again, thankful that you've come to join us. I also want to introduce one more person before Rescue Junction takes the stage. I want to invite our current pastor, Matthew Bailey Dick, to come forward and just bring a few words of greetings to you. Like I said, we've got some former pastors with us this evening, but I think it's really important to acknowledge the current pastor. Matthew is a person who is creative and I think inspired by education. And he's actually done some good work partnering with the Wellesley Community Health Center on a workshop on hope, which is something we all need these days. And that's just one of the creative initiatives that Matthew has begun among us here. So, Matthew.
Great. Yeah, thank you. Hi, so I am Matthew, and I started here a year ago, just a couple days after this event happened last fall. So I'm excited to experience this for the first time. It's a great evening. So yeah, I guess I'll just comment on what Jamie said, that the church is trying to be present in this community in lots of different ways, like this event, like being involved at the Apple Butter and Cheese Festival, being involved with the food cupboard. So lots of things going on. And then you're all welcome to come on a Sunday morning. Any Sunday morning, you're welcome to come and join us for sure. But then the education thing, just to say, this next year at some point, hopefully this fall, we will again, hopefully, collaborate maybe with the Community Health Center again on at least one workshop. So stay tuned, because this type of partnership that we can do in the community is really exciting. And I'm guessing some of you have some great energy and enthusiasm for certain topics or certain things that you enjoy learning about. Well, let's work together. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, how do we learn together as a community? Come and talk to me, because I'd be keen to hear your ideas. So welcome here.
Thank you, Matthew. So now for the musical event of the evening, I'm happy to welcome Rescue Junction to the stage, the platform. They are a local band, local talent, but they are also award-winning. They have won awards at the Central Canadian Bluegrass Music Awards. And they're here tonight because, again, they share the same goal as we do as a church congregation. Their goal is to glorify God and to share the love of Jesus with everyone. And that's exactly what we want to be doing as a church, as a faith community here in Wellesley. So welcome, Rescue Junction. I trust that you might introduce yourselves personally. I know that you... Excellent. Take it away. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
Guard my footsteps and my heart. Be my light when life gets dark. Hold my hand so I'll stand tall on the promises of God. When I'm weary with despair, you have promised to be there. Be my strength so I'll stand strong on the promises of God. Nothing can keep me from you. There's no end to what you can do. Limit to how much you love or do. Now clean every pledge that you made. Receive the salvation you gave. Someday I'll rise from the grave because of the promises of God. Though the wages of my sin find my soul within. Through your blood I now stand washed on the promises of God. While the world is raging on, in so many hearts are lost, you're my rock, so I stand calm on the promises of God. There's nothing can keep me from you. There's no end to what you can do. No limit to how much you love or do. Complete every pledge that you made. Receive the salvation you gave. And someday I'll rise from the grave because of the promises of God. Standing, standing, standing on the promises of God, my Savior. Standing, standing. There's nothing can keep me from you. There's no end to what you can do. No limit to how much you love or do. Claim every pledge that you made. Receive the salvation you gave. Someday I'll rise from the grave because